Caroline Criado Pérez's Invisible Women: Data Bias in a World Designed for Men is an insightful and groundbreaking book that exposes the pervasive gender data gap in research, policymaking, and technology design. The author argues that the male-biased data and design perpetuate discrimination and inequality against women, and highlights the need for more gender-sensitive research and decision-making to create a world that works for everyone, not just for men. The book begins by introducing the concept of the gender data gap, which refers to the lack of gender-disaggregated data in research and policymaking. Pérez explains that much of the data used in research and policymaking is based on a male-biased model that assumes that men are the default humans and women are a deviation. This default model leads to a lack of data on women's needs and experiences, resulting in policies, products, and services that neglect women's needs and perpetuate gender inequality. The first part of the book focuses on the medical field, where gender data bias has serious consequences for women's health. Pérez presents various examples of medical conditions that disproportionately affect women, such as heart disease, autoimmune diseases, and chronic pain, which are under-researched or misdiagnosed due to a lack of female representation in clinical trials and research studies. The author also discusses how women's experiences of pain are often dismissed or minimized by healthcare professionals, leading to delayed diagnosis and treatment. The second part of the book explores how gender data bias affects women's safety and mobility, particularly in urban planning and transportation. Pérez notes that the design of cities and transportation systems tends to prioritize the needs and experiences of male commuters, neglecting women's safety concerns and mobility needs. She presents examples of how women's safety concerns in public transportation, such as sexual harassment and assault, are often ignored or dismissed by authorities. The third part of the book delves into the technology industry and its pervasive gender bias, which has resulted in products and services that do not cater to women's needs. Pérez notes that technology products, such as smartphones and wearable devices, are often designed with a male user in mind, leading to usability issues and health risks for women. She also discusses the bias in algorithms used in recruitment, credit scoring, and law enforcement, which perpetuates discrimination against women and minorities. Throughout the book, Pérez emphasizes the need for gender-disaggregated data and the representation of women in decision-making positions to address the gender data gap. She highlights the importance of incorporating a gender perspective into research and policymaking to create policies, products, and services that work for everyone, not just for men. Moreover, Pérez offers several solutions to address the gender data gap. She suggests that policymakers should mandate the collection of gender-disaggregated data, increase the representation of women in decision-making positions, and incorporate a gender perspective into research and policymaking. Pérez also emphasizes the need for society to recognize and challenge the pervasive gender bias in all aspects of life. Overall, Invisible Women: Data Bias in a World Designed for Men is a thought-provoking and eye-opening book that challenges the prevailing assumption that gender is a neutral factor in research and policymaking. Pérez's work highlights the need for more gender-sensitive research and decision-making to create a world that works for everyone, not just for men. The book is a must-read for anyone interested in gender equality and social justice.